This episode of My Two Satoshis is brought to you by Plutus Wallet. Do you have a crypto trading strategy you want to test out risk-free? Well, try it out with Plutus Wallet. Plutus Wallet casually teaches you cryptocurrency trading or the ability to test your own strategy. Learn to combine the best coins, create and collect profitable portfolios, and manage them all to the top. Install the Plutus Wallet from Google Play or Apple Store and use my referral code that you see on the screen to receive 100 Plutus Coins as a bonus. This bonus only applies to Google Play Android apps. The Plutus Wallet, your chance to become a winner in the world of cryptocurrency. Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is June 14, 2019. Gotta give a shout out to my man Terry Tees for the song request. Cool G Rap, Road to the Riches. I played this before. I don't know when, but I played this song before. But hey, this is the next one in queue. We're about 3 weeks behind, people, so be patient with those song requests. And you got to be even more patient with this crypto market because, man, the developments going on in this game is what I feared was. I mean, I already saw it happening, but it's just getting worse and worse. And we're to the point where, are we any different than the legacy system, but in a legacy 2.0? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take a look at what's going on with Binance. I know many of you have heard they're Xing all US citizens from their platform in 90 days. So you got to get your stuff off of there in the next 90 days. They say they've partnered with some company here for a US based exchange, but why does it have to be separate? You know, why all of this separation and making the US citizens use a different platform than what Binance is? So it's just ridiculous, and it just shows you guys these individuals nowadays. When I say individuals, I mean like corporations and stuff. They're in it for the money. You know, it's purely a entrepreneurial, capitalistic move by them to capitalize on this cryptocurrency environment and community and new technology. So you gotta remember that. So we need to have people really pushing the envelope with decentralization, non-KYC, non-banking tied operations. It can happen. It's just that someone's gotta have the balls to do it. And really, with this technology, you can do it nowadays. You can have DAOs or DAOs that, you know, the company is assigned to, where no one person actually owns it. Who will the government come after? You can set up websites, you know, theoretically on the blockchain, so no one can shut it down. It's various things. And, you know, we need to start exercising those types of methods instead of trying to fold into the legacy system and you know, get their blessings. They're not going to bless it. They're going to do exactly what you see. At least in the US, this is what's going to happen, and it's happening already. US is going to squeeze everyone into these funnels, on and off ramps for cryptocurrencies, and you're going to have to filter through there. That's their plan. They want to herd everyone into these channels: Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Bittrex, possibly, you know, any of these US based exchanges, and any other exchange outside the US you won't be able to use. So just get ready for it. You asked for it. You want crypto to be mainstream in this manner. Well, here it comes. We're going to also look at Chainlink. They're going crazy. They were kind of mentioned by Google. We'll take a look at the details on that. That's pretty good news to see Chainlink getting some shine here in the media and recognition from big giants like Google. And then also Bakkt finally names a launch date for their Bitcoin futures testing. So we're going to take a look at all three of those topics here in a second. First, I want to just give you guys a notice. Today is the last day to take advantage of that 25% off discount from moonlambotees.com. Use the word CryptoBlood25 for that. And after today, the discount drops. So they're going to be offering my viewers 10% off after today. So make sure you guys take advantage of those 25% off discounts today. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Take a look at this Coin 360. We're looking pretty red for all of the altcoins except for the main one, Bitcoin. He's up 1.8%. Everything else is slightly down. EOS is down almost 2%. ETH almost down 2%. Litecoin down 3%, but it took a big beating yesterday. Litecoin did. And again, I think nearing or after the halving, you're going to see a drop in Litecoin. I don't think this is going to just go mooning forever. Learn from 2017. Take profits on the way up and on the way down. And from a technical standpoint, as you see, we did break out of the channel that I reported on the other day. Didn't do a video yesterday, but as you see from yesterday, it bounced off the top of that channel. That is a confirmation for me that that truly has been a new support area once breaking out of the channel. Now we just got to get above. I'm going to try to extend this for you. I mean, you can look at it two ways. I mean, I can put it right here, and I think actually that's a better slope for that trend line because it touches here twice. So that gives me more confidence that that is the true trend line, even though we did bounce above that a little bit. But we got to get above, at this point, 8,600. 8,600 will be probably another move up. If we see a breach of that, you'll probably see an acceleration above that trend line. Until then, we're going to probably slowly melt up until we get to that point to see what the bulls and bears want to do. First article is out of Crypto Vest, and it's about Chainlink. Prices rally again after Shoutout by Google. If you didn't know, Chainlink has been up rallying about 50% in the last 5 or 4 days here. As you can see, the last week has been crazy. They shot up big time, and it's all off the backs of Google mentioning them the other day. It says here Chainlink went through another one of its spectacular rallies, but this time based on real-world adoption and use case mentioned by tech giant Google. It says here Chainlink also announced its involvement with Google's cloud service and infrastructure for creating data-driven distributed apps for the Ethereum network. There's a tweet there. Chainlink's role appears in important steps of the dApp life cycle explained by Google. To retrieve data from BigQuery, a dApp invokes the Chainlink Oracle contract and includes payment for the parameterized requests to be served. One or more Chainlink nodes are listening for these calls, and upon observing, one executes the requested job. So that was Google kind of dropping Chainlink's name in that little quote there. Following the news, Link regained much of the ground lost since the launch of its mainnet at the end of May, which again, guys, is a normal move. Buy the rumor, sell the news. That's probably what happened after the mainnet launched. The news of Chainlink's smart contract being integrated by Google lifted the market price for Link above $1.92 in the past day, with an absolute record of $1.95. Later, the asset sank to $1.58. So it actually doubled at one point. It's just pulled back. Link trading volumes grew to an absolute record above the equivalent of 318 million, far outpacing the usual volumes for Link. The asset managed to react to the news immediately, as most trading activity is still concentrated on Binance. This time, Huobi also added to the boost in Link market prices, as it took up a large chunk of the volume. Binance still remained the leader. More than 60% of Link volumes were against Bitcoin, as the asset gained ground in Satoshi prices, peaking above 19,000 Satoshis. Google also mentioned Matic. I've been hearing a lot about Matic, which recently partnered with Chainlink. Matic trades at around 2 cents, correcting after the big relative success as one of the more prominent Binance-based IEO tokens. Link's predictions remain outlandishly optimistic. The asset has been relatively volatile in the past months, showing that the price rally is easily wiped out. So yeah, just be careful with this. I mean, that's, you know, it's not a partnership with Google, but Google did name drop them. It's good to see that Google is using them. Not sure how much this will impact the usage of the token. So if you guys don't know exactly what Chainlink is, it essentially is a smart contract that allows you to connect to non-blockchain related resources and APIs and data feeds. So it kind of connects the blockchain world with the real world, whether it be like PayPal or Oracle. So basically any of the real world protocols that we use today in the web and on the net. So this is, you know, I don't know again what exactly the token has to do with this. Some of you that may be a little bit more knowledgeable about Chainlink, let us know in the comments below what exactly the token has to do with this whole system of smart contracts and bridging them with the real world data feeds and protocols. But I mean, that is good news, and at least this pop is on something more tangible not just a purely speculative. How long it lasts, I don't know. And secondly, out of Cointelegraph, we've got Bakkt names launch date for Bitcoin futures testing. So just to understand, guys, this is for the testing of the Bitcoin futures, not the launch of the actual futures, it looks like. Institutional cryptocurrency platform Bakkt will begin testing its first product, physically delivered Bitcoin futures, on July 22nd. The company announced in a blog post on June 13th. Bakkt, which has seen multiple delays over regulatory compliance since its original announcement in August, will offer futures as the first in a series of offerings, full details of which remain unclear. So it says here, on July 22nd, 2 days after Apollo 11's 50th anniversary, don't know what that has to do with anything, Bakkt will initiate user acceptance testing for its Bitcoin futures listed and traded at ICE Futures US and cleared at ICE Clear US. Chief Operating Officer said, "This is no small step. This launch will usher in a new standard for accessing crypto markets. Compared to other markets, institutional participation in crypto remains constrained due to the limitations like market infrastructure and regulatory certainty." White compared the move to the first moon landing in 1969, echoing the hurdles the company had to cross in order to provide the fully regulated cryptocurrency products it wants to for institutional investors. Announcement comes the same week as data that showed Bitcoin futures from CME Group turned record high volumes in May. At the same time, CBOE, the first ever traded of Bitcoin futures, will stop offering contracts when its final contracts settle later in this month. You know, you guys got to really watch this one here, this Bakkt platform trading Bitcoin futures, because it's physically backed, no pun intended, meaning every contract that you see traded has to have actual Bitcoin in their reserve over there with the ICE. So that's a direct impact on the price of Bitcoin, good or bad. So just remember that, and this will usher in the true ability to manipulate Bitcoin's price in whichever way they want. So just keep that in mind. We'll see what happens and how that pans out. Third and final article is about Binance stopping service for U.S. traders following an announcement of U.S. dedicated platform. So there were rumors about this maybe about 2 weeks ago, I remember. People were saying that Binance was stopping access to Binance.org for U.S. citizens. So I didn't really know anything about that, what the details of that were. But those rumors were spreading around, and I was aware of it. But now it looks like it's going to affect Binance.com. It says the major cryptocurrency exchange Binance announced today on June 14th that it is updating its terms of use, which notably includes a restriction of service to United States-based individuals and corporate traders. The restriction follows yesterday's news that the company is launching a separate, fully regulated fiat to crypto platform for the U.S. market. Today's announcement provides a timeline for the new terms to come into effect, specifying that after 90 days, effective on September 12th, 2019, on Binance.com. While the use of the virtual private network could ostensibly allow users to circumvent the new restrictions, withdrawals for non-verified users remain capped at up to 2 Bitcoin per 24 hours, worth 16 grand at press time. Sums above this threshold will require users to provide evidence that they are complying with the platform's terms of use. In a tweet published yesterday, Binance CEO CZ said of the new exchange's evolving global structure, "Some short-term pains may be necessary for long-term gains, and we always work hard to turn every short-term pain into a long-term gain." Don't know what the hell that means. Earlier this month, it was reported that the decentralized exchange developed by Binance will use geo-blocking to restrict website access to users in 29 countries, including the U.S. As Cointelegraph has previously reported, CZ revealed in September of 2018 that the company intends to launch 5 to 10 fiat to crypto exchanges, 2 per continent, within 1 year, without specifying the exact locations. The firm has to date launched fiat crypto platforms in Uganda, Singapore, and Jersey. As reported yesterday, Binance is establishing its U.S. platform in partnership with BAM Trading Services, which is approved by the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. In June, Binance revealed that it would be issuing its own stablecoins pegged to different fiat currencies, but with no expectation of the US dollar. Well, there you have it, people. Looks like you'll still be able to use the site with the VPN. So, I mean, if you're not withdrawing more than 16K a day or every 2 days, then you're good. Or you just have to slowly move your money out. Just because it's that right now doesn't mean at any point in the future they will do a forced KYC on all users. Believe me, these restrictions never ease up. So that's what I mean by we can't think we're going to allow KYC and AML just to appease them right now and then we're going to reverse it in the future. That will never happen. Don't ever think that's going to happen. You have to keep that wall up out the gate. And that seems like that's not happening here. So that's pretty much it. You guys let me know your thoughts on all three topics today. Chainlink, that's pretty big news. Google name dropping them. We got Bakkt launching their testing for their futures in July 22nd. And Binance stopping all services for US citizens. But you'll be able to use their US based exchange here soon. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell. Shout out to my man Terry T's for that song request today. Cool G Rap, Road to the Riches. They ain't trying to let us be rich, man. You better get it how you live. It's your boy Crypto Blood. That's my 2 Satoshis for June 14, 2019. I'm out of here, people. Holla!